From the king of hip-hop to a pariah in his own palaces, Diddy's fall from grace is a modern tragedy. He amassed an empire of absurd luxury, from super yachts to private jets and priceless art. Now, these trophies of a past life stand as silent, mocking monuments to a freedom and a future that may already be lost forever. These are 15 stupidly expensive things Diddy owns that he can't even touch. 15. The $40 million Holmby Hills Fortress of Infamy. In the heart of Los Angeles' most exclusive neighborhood, where billionaires are considered middle class, Diddy erected a monument to his own grandeur, a $40 million European-style villa. Sprawling over 17,000 square feet, this palace boasts a 35-seat theater, a state-of-the-art gym, a wine room, and a lagoon-style swimming pool complete with a grotto that looks like it was ripped from the Playboy Mansion. It was the epicenter of his power, the stage for his legendary parties. Today, it's a crime scene.
Combs was not at home at the time of the raid and is said to be in Miami.
When Homeland Security raided the property, its marble floors were scuffed by the boots of federal agents, its opulent rooms turned inside out. This mansion is no longer a home. It's a piece of evidence. Every velvet couch and crystal chandelier is a silent witness in an ongoing federal investigation. The most expensive part of this asset isn't the structure itself, but the memories of power it held, now tainted and toxic. The weirdest feature he can't touch, the underwater swimming tunnel leading to the grotto, a bizarre symbol of escape that now leads nowhere, a watery passage to a paradise he is locked out of. This West Coast palace may be frozen in time as a monument to his downfall, but his East Coast haven shares an even more sordid fate. 14. The $35 million Miami twin mansion crime scene. If the LA mansion was for business, the Miami compound on the hyper-exclusive Star Island was for pleasure. Not content with one waterfront paradise, Diddy bought the mansion next door, creating a sprawling $35 million estate connected by a perfectly manicured lawn, with breathtaking views of the Biscayne Bay, private docks, and pools that glittered under the Florida sun. It was a getaway designed for a king, like its LA counterpart. This property was also stormed by federal agents, its gates reportedly smashed by an armored vehicle.
Now, Combs was spotted in Miami after the two raids. However, it's unclear exactly where the rapper is tonight.
Photos from the raid, presented in court, allegedly revealed the sordid details of his infamous freak-off parties. The home, once a symbol of celebrity escape, has been publicly branded as the hub of his alleged criminal enterprise. The most expensive part of this compound is its location. Star Island is one of the most valuable strips of land on the planet, but its weirdest, most untouchable feature is the custom, oversized outdoor projection screen, where he once watched movies under the stars. Now it stands blank and silent, unable to play the highlight reel of a life that has been permanently paused. From tainted land to the treacherous sea, Diddy's prized possessions are all becoming prisons. 13. The $65 million super yacht Mariah, adrift in limbo.
Basically, Shaun Combs purchased one of the most luxurious and expensive yachts.
What's a hip-hop mogul without a super yacht? Diddy's vessel of choice is the Mariah, a 177-foot behemoth worth a cool $65 million. The name means many mirrors in Arabic, a fitting title for a ship built to reflect its owner's ego. It features 5 decks of pure opulence, a party floor with a stage and bar, a private cinema, a gym, a hot tub, and a master suite with a private lowering balcony. This floating palace was designed for cruising the Mediterranean, for hosting A-listers off the coast of St. Bart's. But for a man under federal investigation and deemed a flight risk, international waters are a fantasy. The Mariah is a $65 million liability, a beacon of freedom he cannot use. Its most expensive feature is the crew and upkeep, costing millions a year whether it sails or not. The weirdest part he can't touch? The master suite's private balcony, an ingenious piece of engineering that lowers to create a secluded seaside terrace. It was designed for ultimate privacy, an ironic feature for a man whose life is now public record. The yacht might be stuck in the harbor, but his wings have been clipped even more dramatically. 12. The grounded $60 million Gulfstream G550 Love Air jet.
This Gulfstream is registered owner is Shaun Diddy Combs.
For a global icon like Diddy, a private jet isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. His all-black Gulfstream G550, registered to his company Love Air LLC, was his chariot in the sky. Worth an estimated $60 million after customizations, this jet could whisk him from New York to Paris at a moment's notice. A flying corner office with plush leather seats and cutting-edge technology, it was the ultimate symbol of being above it all. Now, he is very much on the ground, tracked by authorities and the public alike. Using the jet would be a catastrophic PR move and a potential violation of any pre-trial agreements. Reports have surfaced that the jet is being chartered out to unsuspecting wealthy clients to cover his colossal legal fees. The most expensive part of the G550 is its sheer existence, a $60 million asset he can only profit from by letting strangers use it. Its weirdest, untouchable feature is the custom Puff Daddy logo stitched into the headrest, a ghostly reminder of the brand he once was, now being enjoyed by people who have no idea they're sitting in the throne of a fallen king. From the skies to the streets, the theme of motionless power continues. 11. The $21 million masterpiece that mocks his reality.
So this right here is a replica of the Kerry James Marshall painting Pastime on display.
In 2018, Diddy made headlines in the art world by purchasing Kerry James Marshall's seminal painting Pastimes for a record-breaking $21.1 million. The monumental work is a powerful, vibrant depiction of black leisure, showing people picnicking, playing croquet, and boating in a park. It was a statement piece, an investment in black culture, and a celebration of the very freedom and prosperity Diddy himself seemed to embody. Today, that painting hangs in a mansion he can't comfortably inhabit, its message a cruel and twisted parody of his current situation. The scenes of idyllic leisure, of carefree joy and relaxation, are everything he has lost. He owns this incredibly important and expensive work of art, but to look at it must feel like a punch to the gut. Its most expensive feature is its cultural value, representing the pinnacle of achievement by a living African-American artist. But its weirdest, most poignant feature is the tiny, almost hidden water skier in the painting's background, a symbol of dynamic, joyful movement that serves as a gut-wrenching counterpoint to his own stagnant, imprisoned reality. Art imitates life, but his life now revolves around legal battles, not luxury. 10. The DeLeon Tequila brand, a partnership turned sour.
Proud of this product. It's superior to me almost any tequila that's out there.
For years, Diddy's partnership with Diageo on Ciroc vodka was the stuff of business legend, turning a struggling brand into a global behemoth and making him hundreds of millions. They tried to replicate the magic with DeLeon Tequila, but the relationship soured dramatically, culminating in Diddy filing a lawsuit alleging racism and neglect, claiming Diageo pigeonholed the brand as urban. Diageo fired back and the partnership imploded. In the end, they settled, and Diddy was forced to walk away from the brands entirely. He can't touch DeLeon. He can't profit from it. He can't influence its marketing. He helped build it, but now he has to watch from the sidelines as Diageo reaps all the rewards. The most expensive part of this debacle wasn't a single item, but the hundreds of millions in future earnings he forfeited. The weirdest part? The brand's slogan is the new face of tequila. For Diddy, it's now the face of a bitter defeat he can't even pour a drink to forget. From lost businesses to lost legacies, the empire is crumbling. 9. The Bad Boy Records catalog, a tainted legacy. The very foundation of the Combs empire is Bad Boy Records. The iconic artists, the notorious B.I.G., My-T, Faith Evans, and the countless hits from the 90s and 2000s created a catalog worth hundreds of millions of dollars. It's more than just music. It's a cultural touchstone that defined an era of hip-hop. This catalog is the crown jewel of his career. But now, that jewel is deeply flawed. As prosecutors work to tie his business empire to his alleged crimes under RICO statutes, the entire bad boy legacy is at risk of being seized or forever tarnished. Every beat, every rhyme, every classic track is now viewed through the lens of the horrifying allegations against him. The music is still there, but he can't touch the nostalgia or the pride it once represented. The most expensive aspect is its intangible cultural value, now in jeopardy. The weirdest part is that the label's most famous motto, chanted on dozens of tracks, was "Bad Boy for Life," a slogan that once sounded like a triumphant promise of longevity now sounds like a potential prison sentence. 8. The $1.3 million Maybach 62 Landaulet. A car for a king in hiding. The Maybach 62. Landaulet is not a car, it's a coronation coach on wheels. With a price tag well over $1 million, it's one of the most exclusive and opulent sedans ever made. Its most defining feature is the convertible roof that opens only over the rear passenger compartment, allowing its owner to be seen by adoring crowds like a modern-day monarch. It's a vehicle built for parades, for red carpets, for grand entrances. This makes it utterly useless to Diddy now. For a man trying to maintain the lowest possible profile, a car designed to scream, "Look at me," is a public relations disaster waiting to happen. To be chauffeured in this car today would be an act of supreme and foolish arrogance. It sits in a garage, a $1 million symbol of a life of visibility that he can no longer afford to live. The most expensive part is its bespoke construction, but its weirdest, most unusable feature is that convertible rear roof, a personal stage for a man who has been run off it. He owns another car that is the definition of speed, now permanently parked. Quick question: if you had $1 billion empire, would you risk it all for a lifestyle of unrestrained partying? Let us know your answer in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to watch more fortunes crumble. 7. The $1.7 million Bugatti Veyron, the grounded rocket ship. A Bugatti Veyron is the ultimate statement of automotive power. It was, for a time, the fastest production car in the world, a marvel of engineering that could rocket to over 250 miles per hour. Diddy's $1.7 million Veyron was a trophy, a physical representation of his chart-topping speed and success. It's a car you buy not to get from point A to point B, but to prove that you can. But what good is the world's fastest car to a man going nowhere? Like the Maybach, the Bugatti is far too conspicuous for his current predicament. But the irony runs deeper. A car that symbolizes breaking speed limits is a poor choice for a man who must now follow every rule to the letter. It sits collecting dust, its 1,000 horsepower engine silent. The most expensive part is the maintenance, with a simple oil change costing more than a new Honda Civic. The weirdest Untouchable feature is the special key required to unlock its top speed mode, a totem of ultimate power that he dares not use. From cars to bling, his signature style is now a liability. 6. The $1 million Big Boy Diamond Ring. Diddy has never been one for subtle accessories. His jewelry collection is legendary, filled with watches and chains that could blind you from a block away. The crown jewel of this collection is arguably his massive multi-carat diamond ring, a veritable iceberg on his finger worth at least $1 million. Known as the Big Boy, this ring was a fixture, a symbol of his larger-than-life persona that he flashed at every event. To wear such a piece today would be an insult to the legal system and the public. It would be seen as a sign of unrepentant hubris, a middle finger cast in flawless diamonds. That ring is likely locked away in a safe that has already been cracked open by the feds. It's a portable fortune he can't carry, a statement piece that now makes the wrong statement. Its most expensive feature is the sheer size and quality of the center stone. Its weirdest aspect is its weight, a heavy burden on his hand, now transformed into a heavy burden on his conscience. The ring may be locked away, but his collection of timepieces offers an even more profound irony. 5. The Jacob & Company watch collection, worth millions. For the ultra-rich, a watch doesn't just tell time. It tells the world you've mastered it. Diddy's collection of watches, particularly his custom pieces from Jacob & Company, is worth millions. These are not mere timepieces. They are mechanical marvels, intricate contraptions of gold, diamonds, and sapphires, with complex movements that are works of art in themselves. But now, time is Diddy's enemy. Every tick of the diamond-encrusted hands on his untouchable watches is a tick closer to a potential verdict that could cost him decades of his life. These watches, once symbols of his control over his own schedule, now serve as a mocking reminder of the immense amount of time he stands to lose. The most expensive part of his collection is its breadth and exclusivity. The weirdest part is that many of his watches have multiple time zone functions, designed for a global traveler who is now, for all intents and purposes, grounded in one place, staring down one terrifying timeline. From personal style to personal spaces, every part of his life is frozen. 4. The Untouchable personal recording studio. Every musician's sanctuary is their studio. Diddy's personal recording studio, equipped with a state-of-the-art mixing board and priceless vintage gear, was his creative sanctum. It was here that he cooked up hits, coached artists, and built the sonic landscape of Bad Boy. It was a space of pure creation, the engine room of his musical empire. Given that the federal investigation is probing a criminal enterprise, that studio is now just another room in a crime scene. It was likely meticulously searched, its equipment cataloged, its hard drives imaged and seized. It's no longer a place of creativity, it's a sterile environment, a place where lawyers, not artists, now do their work. The most expensive part is the custom acoustics and gear, worth millions. The weirdest untouchable feature? The vocal booth, a soundproofed glass box designed to capture platinum-selling verses, now stands as a chilling metaphor for the witness boxes and jail cells that define his future. He once had the key to the city, but now he can't even unlock his own front door without consequence. 3. The Revoked key to New York City.
The key to the city!
In a ceremony filled with pomp and circumstance, Diddy was given the key to the city of New York, the ultimate honor for a hometown hero who had become a global icon. It was a symbolic gesture, a recognition from the city itself that he was one of its most influential sons. The physical key is a keepsake, but its real value is in what it represents: acceptance, celebration, and belonging at the highest level. Following the storm of allegations, New York City Mayor Eric Adams asked for the key back, and Diddy returned it. The honor was rescinded, the symbolic gesture undone. He can't touch that honor or the prestige it bestowed ever again. It's a public and humiliating revocation of his status. The most expensive part of this is the priceless reputational damage. The weirdest part is the physical key itself, a now worthless piece of metal that serves as a tangible artifact of his public disgrace, a souvenir from a city that has officially disowned him. The loss of public honor is devastating, but the loss of his public image is absolute. 2. The Shaun John Fashion Archive.
Tough, hard, strong, yet beautiful, sexy.
Long before celebrity fashion lines were commonplace, Diddy built Shaun John into a mainstream powerhouse, winning the prestigious CFDA award for menswear and generating hundreds of millions in revenue. He eventually sold a majority stake, but later bought the brand back out of bankruptcy, determined to reclaim his sartorial legacy. The archives of Shaun John contain the history of that journey, the iconic velour tracksuits, the runway samples, the embodiment of 2000s hip-hop style. That archive is now just a closet full of ghosts. The brand is toxic by association. Who would wear Shaun John now? The name that was once its greatest asset is now its greatest liability. He can't touch the clothes, the legacy, or the brand he fought to get back without invoking the scandal that has consumed his life. The most expensive part was the price he paid to reacquire the company, a multi-million-dollar bet that has now spectacularly failed. The weirdest, untouchable Untouchable items are the original oversized signature Shaun John script sweaters, a bold, confident logo that now reads like a warning label. Finally, the most ironic Untouchable possession is not a thing, but an idea he famously plastered everywhere. 1. The love sculpture and brand. For the past decade, Diddy has rebranded himself around a single concept, love. He changed his middle name to Love. He named his jet company Love Air. He preached a gospel of love and positivity. He even had a massive, iconic love sculpture in the style of Robert, Indiana, as a centerpiece for his property. It was the ultimate branding move, an attempt to soften his image and evolve from a bad boy to a benevolent patriarch. The name Love is now a joke he can't run from. It was his biggest brand, but now it's the one thing he can't ever use again. Shaun Love Combs built a world of unimaginable luxury, a testament to a relentless, all-consuming ambition. Now, that same world stands as a sprawling, silent museum of his own making, showcasing the spectacular cost of a fall from grace. Each item is a chapter in a cautionary tale of a king who has lost his kingdom, a man who has everything and nothing at all. If you think a grounded jet and a tainted brand are the ultimate symbols of a fallen empire, you haven't seen anything yet. Wait until we show you the secret packs and hidden fortunes of Hollywood's most powerful secret society. And remember, subscribe before the truth gets locked in a vault forever. Now, get ready to explore Shocking, the 10 strangest Asian women in the world.